Have you ever found that you wake up around 3 a.m. almost every night consistently? You check the clock, and it's always around 3 or 3:15, and you just can't fall back asleep. For many people, especially seniors, this isn't just random chance. It's your body sending you a message. Waking up consistently at 3 a.m. could mean something is going on with your health or daily habits you're ignoring. In today's video, I'll uncover the 5 hidden reasons why you might be waking up at this exact time, and most importantly, what you can do to fix it. Stay with me till the end, because reason number 5 is something that almost nobody talks about, but it might just be the key to finally sleeping peacefully through the night. You know, one of the most common reasons people wake up around 3 a.m. is because of stress and anxiety. Now here's the thing. When you go to bed at night, your mind doesn't just turn off like a switch. Even though your body is resting, your brain is still processing everything you went through during the day. For seniors, this can be even more intense. Why? Because with age, our sleep cycles become lighter, and the brain tends to wake us up more easily. So what happens at 3 a.m.? Around this time, your body temperature naturally drops, and your stress hormones, especially cortisol, begin to rise. If you are carrying too much worry, regret, or overthinking, your brain wakes you up right at this sensitive stage of sleep. That's why you might suddenly open your eyes and check the clock and realize it's always around the same time. Think about it. When you wake up at 3 a.m., what is the first thing you do? You don't just close your eyes and sleep again. You start thinking. Maybe about money, maybe about health, maybe about your family, or even something that happened years ago. And once your mind starts racing, it becomes almost impossible to shut it down again. This is how stress hijacks your rest, and here's the hidden danger. Seniors who consistently wake up at this time due to stress are more likely to develop weaker immune systems, high blood pressure, and even memory problems. Sleep is the time when your brain clears out toxins and repairs itself. Without deep rest, your body suffers silently. So the bottom line is this: if you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m., it may not be your bladder, your age, or random chance. It could be your stress and anxiety literally waking you up from the inside. You wake up at 3 a.m. and can't go back to sleep. If this is happening to you, there's a good chance stress and anxiety are to blame, and there are proven methods to help you get over it. First, let's talk about bedtime. Try to avoid watching stressful news or getting into heated conversations in the evening. Instead, spend the last half hour of your day in calm activities like reading a light book, listening to soft music, or even gentle prayer or meditation. This signals to your brain that it's time to rest, not to worry. If you wake up at 3 a.m., don't panic. Keep the room dark, take a few slow breaths, and remind yourself, it's okay, my body will go back to sleep. You can also try writing down your worries on a piece of paper so you can deal with them tomorrow. For seniors, relaxation techniques like deep breathing can be very helpful. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. This slows your heartbeat and signals safety to your nervous system. Some also find comfort in repeating a simple prayer or phrase. Finally, remember that stress will never disappear completely, but your body can learn to manage it better with practice. Create the right routine and mindset, and you can break the cycle of waking up at 3 a.m. and start waking up refreshed instead of drained. Sometimes it's your body's way of giving you a heads up about an issue that needs attention. As we age, our bodies go through some natural changes that can make sleeping through the night a bit trickier. One of the most common culprits is something called nocturia. That's the medical term for needing to pee a lot at night. It happens because as we get older, our bladders can get a little weaker. And for men, an enlarged prostate can also be a problem. Or if you have diabetes, that can make your body produce more urine too. So imagine your body's like an alarm clock that goes off at 3 a.m., not because your mind is keeping you up, but because your bladder's got to go. It's like nature's way of saying, hey, I need some water right now. So if you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m. and it seems like you gotta pee, well, that might be the reason. Another reason is chronic pain. A lot of seniors deal with things like arthritis or back pain or stiff joints, and as we get older, that pain can get worse at night. Even something as simple as an old injury or some nerve pain can keep you from getting a good night's sleep. And here's where it gets interesting. You see, that pain can be keeping you up at the same time every night. So let's say you're dealing with pain. Your body might be trying to protect you from further injury while you're sleeping, so it wakes you up just in case. Then there's breathing problems. As we age, some of us develop conditions like sleep apnea. That's when your breathing repeatedly stops and starts while you're sleeping, and a lot of seniors have this, but they don't even know it. They might wake up gasping for air or feel super tired even after sleeping through the night. And you won't believe this, but breathing problems are one of the main reasons people wake up at 3 a.m. Oh, and let's not forget about heartburn or acid reflux. When you lie down, stomach acid can move up your esophagus and cause discomfort. And guess when this happens the most? Yep, around 2 to 3 a.m. Many seniors deal with this, but they often don't realize it's keeping them awake. Finally, the medications we take, especially diuretics, those are the pills you take for high blood pressure or to remove extra water from your body. But here's the thing, they can also make you pee more, which can definitely mess with your sleep. So if you're taking blood pressure meds or steroids or any other drugs that make you pee more, that might be why you're waking up at 3 a.m. So if you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m. every night, don't just think it's part of getting older. It could be your body's way of telling you something isn't quite right. And the first step to better sleep is figuring out what might be causing those midnight wake-up calls. Now that we've established that physical health issues like nocturia, frequent urination, chronic pain, arthritis, sleep apnea, acid reflux and medication side effects can wake seniors at 3 a.m., what are the practical solutions to these problems? Let's explore some effective strategies. First, for our seniors dealing with nocturia, try to limit the intake of fluids, especially caffeine and alcohol after the evening. A simple solution that can make a big difference is going to the bathroom just before bed. If the problem persists, consult a doctor, as it could be a sign of an underlying issue, like prostate problems, diabetes, or urinary tract conditions that need treatment. Next, for those with chronic pain and arthritis, proper management is crucial. Gentle evening stretches, warm baths, or a light massage before sleep can work wonders. Always take pain medications as prescribed, and sometimes adjusting the timing of these medications with your doctor's help can reduce nighttime flare-ups. Using supportive pillows or an orthopedic mattress can also help alleviate discomfort during the night. For sleep apnea or breathing issues, getting a proper sleep study is essential. While devices like CPAP machines may seem daunting, they've greatly improved sleep quality for millions of older adults. Even a simple change like sleeping on the side instead of the back can improve breathing at night. If your senior loved one is dealing with acid reflux, encourage them to avoid heavy meals, spicy foods, or lying down right after dinner. Elevating the head slightly with an extra pillow can also prevent stomach acid from coming back up. Finally, if medications are causing sleep interruptions, a discussion with the doctor is in order. Sometimes changing the dosage timing or switching to an alternative medicine can put an end to those 3 a.m. wake-ups. Remember, seniors should never ignore repeated sleep disturbances. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a necessity for heart health, memory, and overall well-being. With the right medical advice and small lifestyle changes, those restless 3 a.m. wake-ups can often be reduced or even eliminated. As we grow older, one of the most powerful but often hidden forces that disrupts our sleep is the natural shift in the body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm. This rhythm acts like a personal timekeeper inside the brain, controlling when we feel alert and when we feel sleepy. In younger years, the clock usually runs smoothly, signaling the release of hormones like melatonin at night to help us drift into deep, restorative sleep. But with aging, this system slowly weakens and its signals lose strength. The pineal gland, a small structure in the brain responsible for producing melatonin, tends to shrink and become less efficient over time. This decline in melatonin is one of the key reasons seniors often find themselves waking up much earlier than they want, or struggling to stay asleep through the night. Without the steady rhythm of hormone release, the body becomes confused about whether it should remain asleep or wake up, leading to sudden awakenings in the early morning hours, often around 3 a.m. Another important hormone involved is cortisol, commonly called the stress hormone. Cortisol naturally rises in the morning to prepare the body for wakefulness. But in older adults, cortisol regulation often becomes erratic. Instead of increasing gradually at dawn, it may spike too early in the night. This sudden burst can jolt the body awake long before sunrise, leaving the person alert and restless at a time when they should be in deep sleep. This combination of lower melatonin and irregular cortisol creates a fragile balance that makes seniors highly vulnerable to disturbed sleep. What once was an automatic, effortless process, going to bed at night and waking up refreshed in the morning, becomes a frustrating challenge. Many seniors describe it as if their body no longer understands the meaning of night and day. By understanding these biological shifts, it becomes clearer why waking up at 3 a.m. is not a random accident, but a predictable part of the aging process. The body's own timekeeper, once so reliable, begins to falter, pulling seniors out of rest and into a cycle of broken nights. Although the weakening of the body clock and hormonal changes that disrupt sleep seem unavoidable with age, science and smart lifestyle habits show us that this cycle can be gently guided back toward balance. The key lies in resetting the circadian rhythm and supporting the natural production of hormones that regulate sleep. While aging cannot be reversed, the impact on sleep can absolutely be reduced with practical steps. One of the most powerful solutions is light exposure. The circadian rhythm is highly sensitive to light and darkness. By spending at least 20-30 minutes outside in natural sunlight every morning, seniors can give their body a strong signal. It's daytime. Stay awake now. Equally important is avoiding bright lights, especially from phones and TV screens, in the 2 hours before bedtime. This darkness cues the brain to release melatonin, which helps the body slide into sleep more smoothly. Another important factor is routine. The aging body thrives on consistency. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, can retrain the circadian rhythm to stabilize again. When sleep and wake times become predictable, hormones also begin to release in a steadier, more reliable cycle. Some people also benefit from dietary adjustments that support melatonin and cortisol balance. Foods like tart cherries, almonds, walnuts, and milk naturally contain compounds that encourage melatonin production. Meanwhile, avoiding caffeine in the afternoon and limiting alcohol close to bedtime can prevent unnecessary stimulation of the nervous system. Relaxation rituals play another role. Gentle stretching, meditation, or even listening to calming music before bed can lower cortisol levels, reducing the chances of those early night stress spikes that wake seniors at 3 a.m. For those who struggle more deeply, small doses of melatonin supplements, under medical guidance, can also help restore the missing signals of the body clock. The goal isn't to fight against aging, but to work with it. By reinforcing natural rhythms with light, food, routine, and relaxation, seniors can reclaim the calm, unbroken nights they thought were lost forever. With consistent effort, the body can once again learn the language of night and day, restoring both energy and peace of mind. Sleepless nights are a common problem for many seniors, and most of us tend to blame it on an overactive mind. But did you know that there's another big factor that often goes unnoticed? It's the body's aches and pains. As people age, one of the most overlooked reasons behind sleepless nights is chronic pain and physical discomfort. Unlike our younger years, when the body heals quickly and aches fade away, seniors often deal with persistent issues like arthritis, back pain, stiff joints, or muscle soreness that linger throughout the night. This physical unease quietly chips away at our ability to rest, making sleep feel more like a struggle than a natural process. Imagine this: you're lying in bed, exhausted and ready to sleep. But every time you shift positions, a knee throbs, your back stiffens, or a sharp ache shoots through your hip. Instead of drifting into deep sleep, the brain stays half alert, scanning for discomfort. Over time, the body begins to associate bedtime with frustration and pain rather than relaxation. This creates a vicious cycle. Pain disrupts sleep, and poor sleep heightens the brain's sensitivity to pain, making it feel even worse the next day. Arthritis is one of the most common culprits. The stiffness and inflammation often worsen at night due to inactivity. Conditions like sciatica, osteoporosis, or even restless leg syndrome can also make it nearly impossible to find a comfortable sleeping position. Even seemingly small problems like acid reflux or frequent bathroom trips can pile onto this discomfort, leading to restless tossing and turning until dawn. The emotional toll cannot be ignored. Chronic pain not only disrupts the body, but also weighs heavily on the mind. The constant awareness of discomfort leads to anxiety about whether one will ever get a full night's sleep again. That anxiety itself acts as fuel, further disturbing the natural sleep cycle. In conclusion, pain is not just a physical burden, it is a thief of rest. For seniors, this becomes the fourth major obstacle to peaceful sleep, joining the ranks of medical conditions, medications, and mental health concerns. Recognizing this link between the body's aches and the mind's unrest is the first step toward finding relief. Addressing pain through medication, physical therapy, or lifestyle changes can significantly improve sleep quality. So if you or someone you care about is battling chronic pain and sleepless nights, encourage them to seek help. A multidisciplinary approach involving doctors, physical therapists, psychologists, and sleep specialists can make a world of difference. Remember, there is light at the end of the tunnel. With the right support and treatment, it is possible to overcome this silent struggle and reclaim restful sleep. When pain becomes the reason behind sleepless nights, the solution is not just about easing discomfort. It's about retraining the body and mind to rest in harmony. For seniors, arthritis, stiff joints, or back pain, a few focused strategies can make a world of difference. The first step is sleep positioning. Many older adults unknowingly worsen their pain by sleeping in ways that strain joints or put pressure on sensitive areas. A supportive mattress, not too soft and not too hard, can relieve pressure points. Pillows can be used strategically to cradle the body and provide support. For instance, placing a pillow between the knees can ease hip and lower back pain. Elevating the legs slightly can help with circulation and swelling. These small adjustments send comfort signals to the body, telling it that it is safe to rest. Another powerful tool is gentle nighttime stretching or relaxation routines. Simple movements before bed, such as light yoga poses or slow breathing combined with stretching, help loosen stiff muscles and joints. This not only reduces physical tension, but also prepares the nervous system to shift from alert mode to rest mode. Heat and cold therapy can also make a big difference. A warm compress or heating pad can soothe stiff joints and muscles. A cool pack can reduce inflammation. Alternating between the two, depending on the pain's nature, can provide significant relief right before bedtime. Beyond physical remedies, managing pain requires addressing the emotional layer. Chronic pain often breeds anxiety about whether sleep will be possible at all. Here, mindfulness and relaxation techniques, such as guided meditation, body scans, or calming audio, can help shift the mind's focus away from pain. By creating mental distance from discomfort, the body gains space to surrender to rest. In some cases, professional help is essential. Physical therapy, pain management consultations, or even carefully monitored medication can be part of a larger plan to restore restful nights. Seniors should not see seeking help as a sign of weakness. It is a crucial step in reclaiming both health and dignity. Ultimately, the key lies in creating an environment of comfort and calm, where the body feels supported and the mind can finally let go. Chronic pain may not vanish overnight, but with the right practices, its grip on sleep can be loosened, allowing for better rest and a higher quality of life. As we grow older, our brain itself begins to influence sleep in new ways. Seniors experiencing memory loss, dementia, or other forms of cognitive decline often face a very particular challenge: sleep fragmentation. Instead of enjoying long, uninterrupted hours of rest, the night becomes broken into restless stretches, with frequent awakenings and shallow sleep. This fragmentation happens because the brain's internal clock, the circadian rhythm, weakens with age. In younger years, the body has a strong sense of when to stay awake and when to sleep deeply. But with cognitive decline, this clock begins to malfunction. The result is irregular sleep-wake patterns, dozing off during the day, waking often at night, and struggling to enter the deep stages of sleep that restore memory and energy. Another factor is the disruption of sleep architecture. Healthy sleep cycles move smoothly between light sleep, deep sleep, and a REM dream sleep. With cognitive decline, these transitions are interrupted, leaving seniors in a state of half-rest, never fully refreshed. This not only worsens memory problems, but also creates a vicious cycle. Poor sleep accelerates cognitive decline, and cognitive decline further damages sleep quality. Nighttime behaviors such as wandering, agitation, or confusion, often called sundowning, add to the difficulty. For caregivers, this creates additional stress as they must stay alert while their loved one struggles through the night. Yet even in these situations, hope exists. Structured daily routines, consistent mealtimes, gentle exercise, and exposure to natural daylight help reset the body's circadian rhythm. Avoiding excessive naps during the day also reduces nighttime wakefulness. Some studies suggest that light therapy and calming bedtime rituals can guide the brain back toward a healthier rhythm. It is also important to create a safe and soothing environment. Soft lighting, familiar surroundings, and reduced noise lower nighttime confusion. In cases where medical intervention is necessary, doctors may explore therapies or medications that stabilize sleep without causing harmful side effects. Ultimately, the lesson here is clear. Sleep is not just about physical rest, it is the foundation of mental clarity and emotional balance. When the mind loses its natural rhythm, carefully designed routines, environments, and care strategies can restore fragments of peace both for the senior and for those watching over them. Sleepless nights are not a part of aging. It's a sign that something is off balance. As we age, our bodies change, our circadian rhythm shifts, our health becomes more fragile, and we face new health challenges like chronic pain, lingering anxiety, and medication side effects. Depression and cognitive decline can also make sleep feel out of reach. But there are solutions. Gentle daily exercise, morning sunlight, and a calming bedtime routine can help. Managing health conditions and reducing stress through deep breathing exercises and companionship can also make a big difference. Caregivers play a vital role. With patience and consistency, you can help your loved one get the restful nights they deserve. Even if dementia or illness makes sleep difficult, structured routines and compassionate strategies can help. Every little bit of rest counts. It may not seem like much, but every extra hour of sleep or every reduction in nighttime awakenings is a small victory. Remember, sleep is more than just closing one's eyes. It is the body's way of resetting itself, the mind's way of repairing itself, and the soul's way of finding quiet refuge. Restful nights give us strength for the day ahead. And with the right approach, good sleep can be a part of healthy, happy aging. Sleep is the foundation of health, no matter the age. When our elders sleep well, they live well, healthier, calmer, and more connected to life. And every small step toward better rest brings comfort and dignity back to their days. If you're finding this video insightful, take care of your nights and your days will take care of you. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos.